was born in captivity. It doesn't matter in what kind of a cage, but one is sure, it was in the new age. I was born in captivity. What do you think was my activity? We are all beasts, is the message from the east. So I was a normal beast. How do the beasts behave in the new age, new cage? Some of them have given up almost every hope. They are depressed, they don't care for anything, and therefore it might seem that some of them are peaceful and even loving. There is no way out, nope. There is no way out but death, they say. Take some material, spiritual dope, and you will be just fine, almost divine. With every breath, they turn to their god of death. Some are fighting for better prison cell, for better living, but resources in a prison are limited, and the only way to live better in a prison is to rob others, which is done by so-called philanthropists in a hidden way. They refuse to think deeply enough to see what evil are they doing in the name of good. They believe they can fly. They believe they can touch the sky, or at least the ceiling. Their God is lying, silly, deceiving. Some are behaving in a self-destructive way. Some want to hurt others every second, every day. They are aggressive, they are mean, roaring at everyone and everything. Many are their pains. God of destruction lives in their veins. Some believe nothing, some believe everything about the way, which promises to get them out one day. They don't test the information, they refuse to think. They count on their God of stupidity to take them out from their captivity. For them, everything is mystery. Just listen to history and you will see. Some of them are building virtual reality where they can do whatever they want to, and they call this imaginary world of dreams freedom and true reality. And the real reality they perceive as the captivity and as a nightmare. They just don't care for the real solution. They worship God of illusion. Some want to rebel, to destroy everyone who doesn't agree with them. Man, I'm telling you, that is their plan. They are good in their own eyes, and yet they are bloodthirsty vampires, dreaming about their own empires. They all are lies, all lies, all lies. They all are lies, worshipping the God of lies, who esteems and values himself above all others, who hates the truth and the reality, which testify that he is not God of gods, who hates the real wisdom, which states that he will fail, and who hates life because it is either me or no one. This idea is in his head. This is his poisonous bread. Some, they don't take time to search for the way, because they are too occupied with the problems in the prison, because they are too fascinated with life in the prison. They like to think they are men of reason. They laugh at the idea of life in freedom. Freedom, it is a lie. It is an illusion for weak-minded animals, they say. But we are strong, we are smart, and we are telling you that the only reality is our prison. They too support the god of slavery, the god of captivity. And even though they can see the outside world, they lie even to themselves that the captivity is the only reality. The golden, old and new cage. They like to be imprisoned, they think it is a good idea, safe, sure and smart. And that escape is a bad idea, dangerous, risky, silly. How will you survive in the outside world anyway, they say. They doubt and they refuse to listen about the master plan. Oh man, what are they missing? They all are lies, all lies, all lies. They all are lies, worshipping the god of lies. Well, how will you survive in a cage? Every beast at some age, it dies in a cage, so tell me, sage, what is the difference? But when you see the life outside, the tree of life, the land of free, in your eyes, no one can hide. Freedom, heavenly kingdom, in your heart and mind, there is a hope for humankind. Your body is still in a prison in the world, but your spirit soul is not of the prison of this world, but it is already free. Directing even your body to think, to speak, to work as much as you can for one goal only. Freedom, heavenly kingdom. You know the truth, you know the life, you know the way. He showed us the way. King of Kings loved us so much that he came into prison like a criminal, even though he was and is blameless. Nativity. He was born in a captivity. He loved everyone, but everyone hated him, betrayed him, left him, tortured him, mocked him, crucified him, killed him. His nativity and his final activity in his fleshly body, forgiveness and commending his spirit into the hands of the Father, that is his glorious power, which is showing the way to everybody. He was risen from the dead, he is the letter, he is Alpha and Omega, the first and the last letter. He sacrificed himself for others, and the others, majority, sacrifices others for themselves. Some even themselves, but for what? If that is not the real escape way, their sacrifice is in vain. It is not worth to be in pain. It is not worth to be slain. Why are we locked up in the first place? Our crime is that we don't love others as ourselves, that we have stolen something from others, wanting to be something more, wanting to be even above the highest God. But he is in his throne, and no human-made theory, no worldview, no drone can ever get us there without his nod. But still, people want to take his power, his throne, away from him, away from Elohim. Gurus, shamans, scientists are saying that we are gods. It sounds nice, but it is a lie. And if we accept it, we're gonna die. The only way out is to trust him, to follow him, to accept his grace, his love, and to love with his love, refusing to serve ourselves once again for any promise, forbidden pleasure of the prison, because that would be a treason. And if you are tempted, use your reason. Pray, call, cry to him, fear him. That is the source of godly wisdom. You will sacrifice yourself for others, and the others? 300 Spartans at Thermopylae, in a hot gate, had sealed their fate. 300 against tens of thousands, if not even hundreds of thousands, if not even millions of enemies, desiring to shed each other's blood like lions. They were betrayed. They obeyed the Spartans' laws. They sacrificed themselves that the others might be saved. And the foreign legionnaires, 65 of them, at the Hacienda de la Trinidad, attacked by 2 battalions, 3,000 Mexicans, power of many lions. When only 6 legionnaires remained, and out of ammunition, struggling hours without any food, water, left without any hope, and yet they went into bayonet assault. According to the laws of France, they were all men of honor, without any fault. 3 of them were killed. Mexicans really had to strive to capture the last 3 legionnaires alive. They all were criminals, but France gave them grace, mercy, another chance to become someone once again, promise that their criminal past will be forgiven, forgotten, erased. And they valued that much more than anything else, even their lives. They pledged their allegiance to France. Without Christ, that was their only chance, given to them by this world, France. I have cried and I cry when I think about how they died for what they died. I have cried and I cry when I think about how they died for what they died. They were obeying cruel Spartans' laws. They were ready to kill their foes for praise of men. Their sacrifice was in vain. If they would obey the law of God, to love others as themselves, to become sheep ready to become meat for lions, to obey the God's laws, not to kill anyone, not even their foes, they would never be praised by the world. By we mean men. But God would not, and say, "Those women, those men are my children." Amen. Think about it. By nativity in a captivity, crucifixion, the real thing, not a fiction, and by His resurrection, He is offering deliverance to the captives, to us slaves of sin, enemies of the truth, the life, the wisdom, wanting to win His kingdom, but without Him. He is offering His grace to us, enemies of Elohim, a grace much greater than it can ever be given by any worldly state, such as Sparta, Rome, or France, or by any lying spirit in a trance. To get out from the captivity, that is Christianity. To overcome the world, to love the Word, our Lord, with all one's heart, soul, might, and understanding, to be without fault, not to make a bayonet assault on one's neighbor, but to love everyone as oneself, to die for oneself, and to live, and with the last breath fall asleep, glorifying love, glorifying Him, who once was our victim, but He pardoned us. Praised be He forever, God of gods, Jehovah, Elohim. And therefore I'm a soldier of Jesus Christ, of the Word, stupid in the eyes of this world, heading with all my heart and understanding into a spiritual battle with a spiritual sword, defeating every false ideas which go against the Lord. And I know I will be defeated. The battle was lost before it had even started, but the final victory, the conclusion of all history, shall be His. No one can win, not even you nor I, but He only. This is the story, His story, that He be blessed forever, because He created us, and He is offering to every one of us His grace, to us who once were Satan's slaves, slaves of sin, vessels of disgrace. we, like John Newton, can with tears in our eyes, out of happiness sing, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see.